right, Sagittarius, this is a really dynamic week, and I think it'll depend on where your birthday is to determine, like, you know, how good or bad it's going to be. But overall, it's going to be a really beautiful week because your ruling dignitary Jupiter is in Aries, which means it's really expanding rapidly, quickly. It's got a lot of energy. It's going to need it because it's still sort of combating all the other retrogrades around it. Mars and Mercury are in retrograde till the middle of this month. So let's focus on Jupiter. Jupiter is forming a beautiful sextile to Venus, which in the beginning of this week is conjunct to Pluto, which adds sexuality, sensuality, obsessiveness. It heats things up. It makes you more passionate and be able to grow from that passion and expand on that passion. So there is a tremendous energy, especially when it comes to either financial, but I'm thinking that this is primarily romantic, or what you desire, what you really are turned on, like being turned on and feeling your mojo back. This is a really intense, but like positively intense time for you. Just a brief interruption. Sagittarius, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. I'm also going to do your weekly astrology summary. I'll sprinkle astrology throughout the whole entire reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. And please use all the energies that I described where they resonate in your life. It's your reading. I make 12 readings every single week, so be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can know when I upload your favorite content, and check out not only your sun sign, but also your moon sign and your rising sign, because sometimes that's actually what you'll relate to more. There's always an extended reading that I provide, and I hope that you guys will join me. The link is down below, as well as I will attach it to the end of this video, so you can just hit right on it and be taken right to it. And I hope you'll join me on my second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, where I do every single weekday a live chat so that there's an interaction and we can get down to I do a tarot card reading, and I also go over the astrology for the day. So I hope you'll join me there. This is your week astrology and tarot. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so big things happening. Let me finish up with the astrology. I'm going to get into what I see in the cards so far, but there's a lot that I have to clarify as well. We have changes could be bothering you, but nothing so much that you can't handle. And this is going to be specifically for Sagittarians who were born later on in Sagittarius season, I would say 20th, 21st, 22nd, maybe up to the 19th. But middle of the road, there could be some injuries that are coming up because there's a slight opposition between there would be an opposition between the sun and where Mars is right now. So that's extra draining, especially not being able to get over or forget things that people have said or the way that they've talked to you, or saying things, acting too quickly, and know that people won't forget it. They won't forget how it made them feel. So it could be prudent for you to watch your words right now. But the sun early on, if you're an early sun Capricorn, like first decade Capricorn, then I'm sorry, not Capricorn, Sagittarius. So even a November Sagittarius, basically there's a sextile to this conjunction between your sun. There's a sextile between your sun and this conjunction between Pluto and Venus. So that's especially going to intensify things for you. It's going to make them extremely pleasurable. It's going to make you take action quicker. It's going to make you decisive. There's a lot of explosive changes that could be happening when it comes to your romance life or when it comes to your financial opportunities throughout this week. So FYI. But overall, Jupiter is going to be sextile to the Venus-Pluto conjunction in the beginning of the week, and then that breaks up. That conjunction between the two breaks up. Jupiter is still sextile to Venus, which is still a very harmonious, you're looking beautiful, you're working it, you know, you're appealing, people are just finding you naturally charismatic. And then Jupiter goes to be largely unaspected for a lot of the week, except for the moon for a brief moment. But that's a trine, so it's almost like emotional harmony. So overall, whatever's happening or popping off to you this week astrologically, it's intense, it's sexy, it's passionate, and it's going to kind of shake you awake and keep you energized and motivated. Let's get into the cards. First, we have this, which is really beautiful. It's seeing your hard work pay off and whatever you have invested in come back to you threefold. This is the ships come in card. It's like you finally found a clearing and you see opportunities on the horizon again, or you see prosperity. And with the astrology, that could definitely be so. Prosperity on the horizon again. This is a great time to go out for a new job or start to look for a new job. This is a great time to put yourself out there because there's a lot of opportunities that are now paying off. So this is also a good time to, you know, get a new raise, you know, ask for more money, be respected, be appreciated. You will get it. What I do want to show you is, and this is what kind of shocked me, because there's so much interaction between Jupiter and Pluto and potentially your sun and the Pluto-Venus conjunction. This is a huge breakthrough, a huge change dynamic. You don't have much of a choice. It could be a happy surprise with the two of those cards coming out together. Like you didn't expect this much money, or you didn't expect this many opportunities, more than you thought you had. So this could be really good, but I do have to do the due diligence and just, you know, clarify right now, what is this tower? What is this tower? How is this tower coming to Sagittarius? And like, what is this tower? Okay, we have Cancer. So Cancerian progress, that's what it means. It's the Chariot. So it's clarified that this is actually progress. So it's a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough that you didn't expect or predict, or like I said, it's better than you expected or ever predicted. It could be some family member. It could be something that happens to a family member, or deciding to leave and move away from a family member, or be able to make progress from feeling left behind or feeling abandoned, any kind of abandonment issues that you may have had, finally being able to break through and push through them. Yeah, this sense of leaving behind, feeling left behind, leaving behind, feeling abandoned. If there is some Cancerian energy here, this could be with your maternal with your mother. So it could be just a sense of being surprised by them making a decision to go a certain direction in their life, including away from you, or you making a decision to move away from them. But it still hints at progress when it comes to your life. So I kind of like that energy. Let's just keep going and seeing. Remember, when everything comes out here, we're talking about what's unraveling this week. Over here, this is past, and it'll only come up in the past if it's something that happened in the past that directly impacted what's happening now. And then we'll get into the future, especially in the extended. But we'll start over here for you guys. Okay, more messages for Sagittarius, please. There's some sort of marriage that could be the surprise, like you didn't expect it, but it's coming. Or there's some kind of motherhood. This could even be a surprise. I'm going to tell you this right now. This could even be a surprise pregnancy. Doesn't have to be yours, but it could be somebody that you care about a great deal. The Hierophant is what came out. We could also talk about jobs and work here. Take it how it resonates in your life. This is money or authority or something solid that it's going to form in the future. Committing yourself long term to something, getting married, being traditional, deciding to commit for long term. This is coming out in the future. right? That's what's coming out. And so it speaks to me of prosperity, because the Hierophant does represent Taurus. That's the second, traditional second house. So this is about money, finances, securing up. Let's get into the other two cards that are impacting now. We have the King of Swords. You're making a decision. There's a decision that's been made, a good judgment, maybe actual judgment that has been made. Clarity, but it's like you feel strong enough to make a decision on something now, and it's a good time to make a decision on something that you feel strongly about. This could be a person in your life. King of Swords. So we have Gemini, we have Libra, and we have Aquarius energy, clarifying how you think, or what somebody thinks. But for me, this is a very clear decision, or clear decision maker. This is a decision made in your favor that strengthens your position. Now, what position this is, I don't know. And in fact, I may not know. You let me know in the comments below. What we do see is it leading to finance coming in. Financial certainty, financial security. It could even lead to, like I said, making a commitment, or a wedding, or a marriage. I gotta say, this does have undercurrents of shotgun wedding. That kind of energy of, I need to make this decision now because shock, the tower came through. I'm expecting and I didn't realize I was expecting, or I have to make some decision quickly because with regards to your mother, or regards to your family that you didn't see coming. It could be somebody deciding to move, or move away from you, or just making the decision. You now have the strength to be able to move on and move forward and leave something that hurt or made you feel abandoned in the past. Or this Eight of Swords just represents you're finally able to walk away from a situation and leave it in the past. You can make a decision. I think maybe you're financially strong enough now to be able to make a decision to let it go, or move in the opposite direction. Though Eight of Swords, you feel kind of stuck because somebody has abandoned you, which does make me feel really good about finally being able to get over a sudden abandonment. Or it could be a tower moment that actually happened to you in the past that has been keeping you stuck and making you feel abandoned or hurt. This is decisions that are made, judgments that are made outside of you, or you're finally clear enough to be able to make decisions, and you have the strength to be able to move forward. And you do have a lot of strength. You know, Jupiter is in a very powerful position right now, especially in the beginning of the week with that sextile to Venus conjunct Pluto. A sense of feeling passion for something and feeling really excited about something again, and being able to make decisions that you felt like you were isolated from in the past. Now you have them at your fingertips. Like, for some of you, and let me know, this could be a shotgun wedding, but it wouldn't be a bad thing. It's what I want you to know. There's a sense of future about this, and that you could keep this up in the future, or making some decision right now that is going to impact your future. Let's get a little bit deeper into what exactly that could be. No, we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So you are moving forward. Queen of Swords is my directional card. There could be some sort of counseling, or just logical, rational, feeling secure in being able to change directions. And Ace of Swords comes out. So there is clarity. I feel like you're getting news, or you're making a decision that you're moving. You might actually literally be moving, or that you've actually gotten liberated from a circumstance that enables you to now make up some ground, you know, like catch up and move forward. Queen of Swords, being able to be certain about that decision, and Ace of Swords, be victorious, be happiest. That even what it's saying to me, Sagittarius, is even though this is a surprise, whatever happens to you this week, it ends up being something that is good. It ends up being something that makes you happy, or you will end up getting excited about in the future. We're going to go into more details. Let me pick a moon card, because we do have a new romantic cycle begins. Shut up. Yep. I've been picking it up for you for a while. So it's almost like if you have been abandoned or dumped, or you felt stuck in a situation, you can actually move forward onto, you're happy. You feel good about moving forward. And that moving forward could be with somebody who might end up really permanent for you. A new romantic cycle begins. Romantic cycle also could mean just an idyllic cycle. So something is going to shock you now, but it's also going to liberate you and make you really happy come the future. And then we have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. There is a full moon happening this week, but I think ultimately things will still be a little bit in the air. You won't really know how you feel about them by the full moon, which is on Friday, I believe. It's on the 6th. It's a full moon in Cancer, though, so that does mean that there is some surprise impact that's going to hit you around that full moon. It's going to be emotional, but eventually it's also going to be joyful. The situation in the past, however, a personal issue reaches resolution. So what the cards are revealing, Sagittarius, is that this has directly to do with a situation that you, with regards to your family, that you never got to resolve in the past. Like, it's almost like all that shit is coming to the surface and being taken care of, and now you're certain. You've been stuck in this situation for a while. I don't know with regards, I think if it's your parents, it could be with children. It could be your children. And this is a while ago. It doesn't have to be just last year. This could be a long-standing personal issue that is you finally can make a decision on and pull away from and move away from it with confidence. I am so nasally this week. I apologize. I am sick. I tried to sleep all morning, and I hope the message is still coming through for you guys. So let's get some details. What is this Hierophant? I'm going to need some, no, the moon card it's kind of hidden. There's something kind of secretive here. Something maybe that you feel but you don't want to talk about, or something that has been kept secret from you intentionally. But the new moon, the moon card says that there is maybe a new job that's coming up. People have been discussing it underneath the surface, maybe not in your face, or you've been discussing it. But this is financial advancement, taking charge of something, being managerially responsible for money, or being able to take charge of money right now, or get a grip over a financial situation that had eluded you in the past. Let's think about the Hierophant. Can we get a few more specifics with regards to the Hierophant, please? That's the Tower. Are any of you guys married? So that's the shocker. So it could be divorce, it could be breakup, but it could also be a sense of shocking somebody by getting married. So all of this could have to do with leading up to, what did I say? A shotgun wedding, a shocker of a wedding. The World card is here, which means that there's completion here, so that you can move on to the next stage of your life, perhaps with the person that you're married to. I feel like there's a lot of things popping out for you this week, especially financially, that are going to open doors for you to move forward with something that has been stagnated and you felt restricted from. Especially any financial obligations with regards to family, or obligations surrounding family in general that you don't feel like you have to be responsible for anymore. This could also be a sense of not being able to have children, and now all of a sudden that breakthrough happens, and being able to resolve that and actually have children. We have the Tower on the table again, and that's sort of the turn of the year. It could be by next year, though. I don't see this moving that far out, though. Can you clarify this second tower? Because we've gotten two towers. Can you clarify Four of Cups? Somebody didn't see you or acknowledge you. Yeah, there was maybe indecisiveness or disinterest. something that there was disinterest. Maybe you felt dumped, or you felt not ready to make a choice, or that definitely for the people who felt dumped, or you weren't really sure how you felt. Let's put it this way. There's definitely something you weren't really sure that you wanted to accept into your life. You really weren't certain of it. But then we have the Emperor here. So this is Aries energy and 10 of Cups. So starting a new family, taking on a new family, maybe by Aries season. I mean, it's kind of giving it all away to you. Direct dates, this sense of feeling good enough, feeling healthy enough for something new to pop off. Aries season, around Aries season. Let's go to the extended because I want to get deeper into details. The link is above somewhere here attached to the video, as well as down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you over there.